I'm Edra Anderson, Associate Counsel for the Texas Association of Realtors. Recent federal rules and state legislation require businesses, including realtors, to promptly dispose of personal information obtained from clients and customers, and to keep personal information confidential. The new rules and legislation re-emphasize the concern about potential misuse of one's personal information, such as a social security number, driver's license number, name, address, and other personal information. In June, the Federal Trade Commission adopted a rule that requires businesses to use reasonable procedures in the disposal of such information. The federal rule applies to those businesses who maintain or possess information that is in or taken from a consumer report or a credit report. Clearly, property managers and leasing agents fall into this category. Any realtor who holds a credit report or takes information from a credit report for a client needs to abide by the rules. The rule requires that persons holding such information must take reasonable measures to protect against unauthorized access. The federal rule does not require the regular disposal of such information, but requires the destruction of that information when that information is disposed. The key is that the procedure should protect against anyone having unauthorized access to or use of the information. The federal rule gives examples of the kinds of reasonable measures one may use. 1. Burn, pulverize, or shred papers. 2. Destroy or erase electronic media. Simply deleting the files is not sufficient, as programs can recover the deleted files. Or 3. Hire a reputable document disposal company. The Texas legislature passed House Bill 698, which mirrors the FTC rule. However, it defines personal information a bit differently. Under state law, personal information is an individual's name in combination with another piece of personal information, such as birth date, social security number or other government-issued identification number, mother's maiden name, debit or credit card information, or financial institution account. This is critical because many realtors maintain personal information of clients. For example, if I keep my client's birth date in my contact software, I now hold personal information. State and federal law requires that when one disposes of a business record, the personal information of a customer must be modified by shredding, erasing, or other means so that it is unreadable or undecipherable. There are significant penalties that could apply. Neither the federal rules or state legislation mandate a file retention period. Just keep in mind that when you dispose of your files, make sure that the personal information is completely destroyed or made non-decipherable. Another piece of legislation also affects some privacy concerns. House Bill 1130 prohibits a business from requiring a person to disclose a social security number to obtain goods or services from them unless the business adopts a privacy policy, makes the policy available to the customer, and maintains the social security number confidentially under the policy. The bill will mainly affect property managers but could have implications for realtors and other specialties. The privacy policy must include 1. How the personal information is collected, 2. How and when the personal information is used, 3. How the personal information is protected, 4. Who has access to the personal information, and 5. How the personal information is disposed. To assist realtors in complying with the new legislation and rules, TAR developed a model privacy policy that realtors can use as a guide. Property managers will definitely want to review the model policy, and we encourage all realtors to take a look at the policy. Finally, since most realtors are independent contractors, it is important to keep in mind that not only should the realtor's firm maintain the proper policies and disposal procedures, but the individual realtors who work for the firm should have policies in place that are consistent with the firm's policies. Thank you.